Hey guys, welcome back. So, the magic question is, should lawyers learn to code? And what is the justification for them learning to code? That's what we're going to get into today. So, I wanted to start off with a quote by Steve Jobs on why everyone should learn to code, not just attorneys. And he said everyone in this country should learn how to program a computer because it makes you learn how to think, like the law school that teaches you to think in a certain way. Now, the thing is, there's a certain level of reasoning and logic that's required to code, and those same skills are used by attorneys. So, not necessarily the fact that coding and law are the same, but they do have some similarities and some benefits to making us as attorneys more efficient. And I want to talk about my cyber law project. In our final year of law school, we had to create an algorithm that could detect hate speech, and the second one was fake news. Yes, so it had to detect fake news, and hate speech. So you can imagine, you know only law, you don't know how to code, let alone machine learning and AI was completely new. But that day, it completely transformed my thoughts on IT and its involvement in the legal sphere, specifically because it's a very conservative field, and fields which you may be interested in are things like machine learning and contracts, um, internet governance, cloud computing, liability, um, algorithm making, actually, um, IP rights, and neutrality related cases. So I'm sure within the next couple of years, these things are going to be involved in a lot of law schools. So here are the benefits for learning to code as an attorney. It improves your logical thinking. It makes lawyers better, efficient, faster, and sharper. You must compete in an IT dominated world. Either you're going to have to reform or die. The reality is, just studying law alone is no longer sufficient. I know this because I'm writing the bar exam right now, and you're competing against thousands and thousands of new graduates, and graduates with experience as well. Experience, and they also have other fields that they've specialized in. So this is something new you'll learn, that a lot of graduates now. I remember we were competing against a guy who studied medicine and law, another guy who studied maths and law, and so you're really gonna have to compete because he can code and you can't. He can bring other skills to the table which you don't have, and so coding is just something you can use to compete against your peers. Skill stacking is really, really important. A strong academic background no longer cuts it, you have to now have other skills that you bring to the table. So whether that's coding, whether that's economics, finance, whatever it is, but coding is a really, really good one, especially if you're gonna start your own firm one day. Modern day lawyers should be T-shaped, meaning that they should have legal expertise paired with other applicable skills like programming. And you're going to see the benefits of programming once we work on some of the projects that I've been working on. You expose yourself to wealthier fields and clients. This for me is really, really important. I've always wanted to go into fintech, and IP law, and engineering law. The reality is that those fields and clients are wealthier than other clients. Now, if you don't necessarily care about making money in your legal field and you want to practice something like family law, there's still a bit of money in family law and things like that. But the reality is not as much as fintech, IP, and in engineering and tech. So, tech lawyers are in high demand, and it's not possible for a lawyer to provide legal advice in tech related issues and clients unless they have some background knowledge in those fields. So, just to understand what your clients are going through, what they actually need, once you know their business models and you understand their businesses in and out, you really can understand their needs, and you can set yourself above the competition, i.e., lawyers who don't know anything about source code or the tech world. It improves your efficiency and boosts profits for those in practice, especially if it can cut down costs or it can automate a lot of the admin work so you can focus on the real money making aspects. It's a creative outlet for lawyers to create products which are still in the legal field, if you're someone who cares about creativity, you're someone who law can at times be boring if you're going through the same type of cases all the time, especially if you're specialized in a certain field. This could be a way to let out your creativity. You can create and manage your own website. I'm sure there are a lot of attorneys who want to create their own side businesses one day, and coding is a great way to learn how to make websites. Possibly even get into tech if you want to end up in the software engineering side. When picking supplementary skills, pick skills which complement your logical thinking and improve your legal skills. And coding is for sure one of those. If you're gonna skill stack, it would be really hard to combine things like law and say jazz, or law and well, maths used to be very weird to have a combination of maths and law, but now it's quite common actually, and even law and medicine. So, like, if you're gonna pick a complementary skill to skill stack to be more competitive, pick something which is more logical and technical. Because a lot of us in the legal field have backgrounds in, say, the humanities, which aren't technical. So it's just nice to have technical skills. AI and contracts are going to be really, really important, and they're going to be pretty much a lot of the contracts we're going to handle in the future. So, AI and contracts improve transactional efficiency. It also saves drafting time and negotiations, and has the ability to debug automatically and basically correct human errors. So those are the benefits of coding, guys. I hope I've convinced you in learning. I've done videos on which programs you should learn as an attorney, and we're also going to go through some of the projects that I'm working through, so you can actually see some of the things I've built which are related to the legal field. Thanks, guys.